Check out those dates. Birth year 1849, passed away 1924. This fella has the title doctor, so I assume he was a physician. Think about it, he was about a teenager during the time of the Civil War. Don't want to betray the confidence of his name, but did you notice the dash? Did you notice the dash? 1849 to 1924, and then there's a dash. Represents his life. I'm going to sit down for a moment. I remember at the historic sanctuary, the First Baptist Church in Dallas, we are praying for our friends downtown as their historic sanctuary burned and they're rebuilding. I know it'll be beautiful. Dr. Jefferson, the crew will do a great job. Anyway, my former pastor, Dr. Buckner Fanning, came back to do a funeral for Donald Goss. He went by Tiny. Tiny played high school ball at Sunset High School. Go Bisons, won a state championship. Was a football star at SMU, went on to play for the New York Football Giants. He had a career-ending injury, but he was always faithful and loyal to his church, to Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and just a wonderful, wonderful guy. He went by Tiny. He was about 6'5", probably 350 pounds. And in fact, it was Tiny that recommended Buckner to Trinity Baptist Church back in 1959. Lifelong friends. In fact, his wife, Martha Fanning, was in a trio with Marilyn Goss and Martha Branham. Those three young women back then would travel with Dr. Criswell when he'd preach meetings in the area, and they'd come sing trio songs. Beautiful. Two things I want to say about that. One is this: Buckner Fanning made the statement that everybody preaches their own funeral. It's just a dash, but it represents a life. The first thing he did when he got up to the pulpit desk, he said these words, and I was seated next to Ellen, my wife. He said these words about Donald Tiny Goss. There was nothing tiny about Tiny. I looked at Ellen, I said, we can go. Wow. When you really stop and think about it, for us, life can be summed up in a phrase or represented by a dash. Remember this: how you live becomes your legacy. How you live becomes your legacy. Put all you can in that dash. My prayer for you is this: not only that you would have days in your life, but by God's strength and blessing, you would have life in your days. Make the most of the dash. God bless you. Have a good evening.